Hello and welcome, my Aquarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your timeless true love timeline reading. I'm your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I'm not bad. It's just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 different books with a 3rd one in process. The first one is called Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch. The second one is called Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. Words of Grace has a Kindle version available and a link in the description box that if you click it, you can preview a good chunk of it for free, including the table of contents, which you will see is primarily divided into chakra chapters. There are chakras in this reading. You might find it of benefit. However, the original version of Words of Grace, which is a Fellini Film Fest compared to the Kindle version because we had to pare it down quite a bit, as well as the only place to find my first book, Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch, is over on patreon.com/drawing the circle in our digital shop, which is new to Patreon, and I love it very, very much. We got audios, we got videos, and we got them ebooks over there. Anyone can shop without being a subscriber if they so choose, but some of my subscribers, my patrons, get those ebooks, audios, and videos as part of their benefit package, but the majority of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in when I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. Did it this morning. It was great. We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with some sort of spiritual practice to send us on our way. And it's the wisest way for me to start the day, considering what I do for a living. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extended readings are timeless and relationship stuff based, like the Path of True Love readings with extended. This is a simpler version with no extended we're about to jump into, as well as they get a significant discount when they book me for private sessions, readings, spiritual counseling, and all of that. We'll talk about it at the end of the video if you want to chill for that. And I love it. You can follow us for free. I'm putting out more and more content for my free followers, though my subscribers get to see all that stuff too, like audiobooks. Like I just posted Marianne Williamson's audiobook, A Return to Love, because it was my intro to A Course in Miracles and all of that. It's you can 7-day free trial us. Let's not forget that. As a seeker or a human, our first 2 levels of subscription. So if you feel so called, if you find yourself interested in the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, click the link and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal. Hey, my aqualungs, my aquariums. I'm Leo rising, so you guys are in my 7th house. I got a lot of you freaks in my life, and I love you all for it. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, oddly enough. So we're going to do some explanation for the new Aquarians and cross-watchers, and we'll get into the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you like, if you've done this with me before, but we did add a new card to the series this time, so let's get up into it. If you're new, welcome. The True Love Timeline reading is the Path of True Love, your hero's journey, your healing journey, your spiritual awakening path, whatever you want to call it, through your relationships, the soul contracts you have with other people in this world, in this lifetime. Doesn't matter if it's a romantic read or not. We are the common denominators in all of our relationships. So as we make more, here we go, wise, third eye, loving, heart chakra, empowered choices and decisions, throat chakra, we step into a more truthful, loving, empowered timeline, shifting all of our relationships in the quantum who's-y what's this, right? It's like a video game, right? So, you make a choice, you go into a different timeline, more loving, truly, all that, true lovey, if you will, and therefore you get different versions of the people in your life, and sometimes they move away, and sometimes they come closer, and sometimes new people come in, because that's how you play the game, apparently. So that's what this reading is for. We are doing a simple timeline, past, present, and future. We're using 8 cards to do it this time, 3 of which are Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Chakras, heart, third eye crown, the internal, internal, feminine energy, yang dynamic, whatever you want to call it. Those 3 will go face down. And then on top of that, we will put 3 mythic tarot for the lower 3 chakras, the masculine dynamic, the yang vibe, looking at yourselves from the outside or and or I should say you from the inside looking out at relationships in the physical world. We'll get those 3 face down as well. Once those 6 are on the table, we'll flip the first 2 in the past, the present, and then the future. Once those are all revealed, we will get a Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo, consecrated, dedicated, whatever you want to call it, enchanted with the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, for a whisper of love. And then we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra, especially fixed air signs, I gotta say, Aquarians, mantras and all of that stuff, really, really good for air signs. I'm Venus and Libra, so they always work for me. It seems not always the way I expect them to, because this is all about healing, right? As you heal you, you give yourself the true love that only you can give yourself. You, Matt Kahn said this, he goes, the goal is to love your heart, his paraphrase. Your goal is to love yourself so much so that no one else has to. If they want to, that's wonderful, but if they don't, that's okay too. Easier said than done. But that's a hero's journey, and it ain't much of a hero's journey without demons, dragons, vampires, and villains along the way. So make sure you're a hero, because that's the choice. Fear or love, villain or a hero, lead or gold, if you like the alchemical language. So those are our 8 cards. That's enough explanation. Let's do some divination. The shift from one to the other happens in the still point, from explanation to divination. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will, particularly air signs, and I will do my best to help anybody navigate the path of true love in their true love timeline, for the love that conquers all, the love that heals all wounds, the love that breaks all curses, ancestral, societal, and otherwise, anchoring that into our energy fields and into our relationships and essentially into the Earth's electromagnetic field for a much better world, if you get what I'm saying. Let's do it. Let's get into that still point, folks. Here we go. It's a lot of explanation, but I'm glad to do it. Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. My goddess's override. A place for everything and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved goddesses, please. 3 cards in clarity, past, present, future, simple timeline for the Aquarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. Where have they been? Heart, third eye crown, internal, internal. In the true love timeline. Where are they now? Point of power is always in the present moments. This is the most important one. Heart, third eye crown. And where are they headed if they just do their best to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions in the true love timeline? All right, like I said, those 3 are face down. We'll get these 3 face down for symmetry. I am a Virgo. Virgo sun sign. So, shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. My God's override. A place for everything and everything in its place, but all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. My beloved gods, what's going on? Outside looking in, inside looking out, lower 3 chakra dynamic, the yang, the masculine, relationships in the physical world for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. Where have they been in the true love timeline? Where are they now? Point of power is always in the present moments. Where are they right now in the true love timeline? And where are they headed if they just do their best to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions in the true love timeline for this timeless true love timeline read? Let's look. 2 major arcana cards. Good. So here's the thing. A major arcana card, the way I do a chakra read this way, in other words, there's not one card for each chakra. Major arcana kind of makes them all one thing, right? And brings them into alignment and into congruence. So you got 2 major arcana cards in the past year, and they're pretty powerful. So funny. All right. So Heart, Third Eye Crown, you got the Dreamer. In the Daughters of the Moon, that is the card of the Fool, the 0 card. So it's not the first card. It's 0. So therefore it has no numeric evaluation, or valuation I should say, but it is the Dreamer. It is that leap of faith, at least on the inside. A new beginning, yes, but also ending a cycle. Major arcana cards for me are symbolic places in our lives, not necessarily so literal, like a physical place, but like, oh, I was in a place in my life, or, you know, I'm in a certain place today, right? That kind of thing. The stage upon which the people and things show up on. Internal, a dream came in, right? Right? It's not about the past, it's about the future, but you're not quite there yet. You're not ready to quite initiate that, or at least you weren't. So, you know, of course there's a leap of faith, the Fool card there, right? So to just even trust the visions, the ideas, the inspirations coming in. And with the Strength card, lower 3 chakras, that this took courage. Absolutely. Now why I laugh at that is because all of the signs of the zodiac have different Greek gods associated to be, and Heracles is the one for Aquarius, and here he is, Heracles doing his 12 labors to regain his divinity. He was a god, and then shit went down, and so his powers were taken away, but if he completed these 12 labors, he would regain that, and he did, and he actually ended up marrying Hebe, the daughter of Hera and Zeus, which is, you know, a little... But, you know, what are you going to do? The gods are going to do what they're going to do. The goddess of eternal youth. So, you know, it ends well for him, certainly, you know, and this is him wrestling the Nemean lion. So if you look at the 12 labors of Hercules, Heracles is the Greek name, original, one would think, all of them had to do with surrender. Not always so literal, but symbolic, right? So what he had to go through, he had to kneel or bow, right? You know, it makes sense. The hero's journey can be one of humility, but not humiliation. Humility is knowing that you don't know, but you're willing to be shown. And the grace of humility is the first and last grace that I talk about in my book, Words of Grace. It's literally my saving grace. So, very, very powerful kicking off there. And, you know, lower 3 chakras, your lower 3 chakras, if this is you, or it could be the cross-watcher as well, definitely your lower 3 chakra intuition was very, very strong, but you really had to trust here to take that leap of faith. Let's see where it brought you. Oh, 2 fire cards, one of which is a court card. When you have a court card in a chakra reading, if you have any planets in the sign indicated, in this case Sagittarius, Caridwen, Ceridwen, the Maiden, the Crone of Flames, that would be the Knight of Wands, mutable fire, 9th house dynamic, ruled by Jupiter. So if you have any planets in Sagittarius, they are absolutely playing some sort of role in your internal world. Element of fire for me is usually about throat chakra, choices and decisions, willpower, like that kind of focus. No, I will or I won't, right? Choices and decisions. And if you don't have any planets in Sagittarius, and if you can get your natal chart done, you know, the rising sign is helpful. Just see what house it's in, because sometimes that can make a big difference to make a general reading a bit more specific. For example, I have no planets in Sagittarius, but it is in my 5th house because I'm Leo rising. So that's like fun and pleasure and creativity, right? So mutable fire, lots of choices, lots of desires. I want this, I want that, but that would be what about, you know, but not necessarily the 7 of Cups. But with the 3 of Wands on the outer, we are talking a serious solar plexus card here. Right, 3rd chakra, 3 of Wands, not just waiting for your ships to come in, which is very Rider-Waite, and I'm okay with that. That might be the case, but this is about you've already made the choice, right? So whatever happened here in the past, you stepped forward into the Ace of Wands, then into the Deuce, the 2, where you make the choice. Now it's like, okay, What am I willing to wait for? What am I not willing to wait for? What are your boundaries on this? And because it's a new journey, it's okay to reevaluate your boundaries, right? Particularly with that kind of power in the past. So a lot of this may very well be about taking action eventually, but right now the action might be, okay, where does my ultimate loyalty lie? Right this moment, not for everything all the time, right? All right, where are you headed? Oh, well, lovely. On the inner, you got the Seven of Blades, and this deck meditation, that would be the Seven of Swords, which, you know, a little bit dicey in different decks, depending on how you want to see the Seven of Swords. But written on the card here is the word meditation. So it is about stillness, and you can't get more fixed air, right? In that way, a woman ice fishing with her puppers, little puppy, right? Holding the spear right over the hole in the ice, being very, very still, like all senses activated, but silent and still. I like that. Perfect fixed air for an Aquarius read, but with the Ten of Cups. On the outer, this is my true love card. This is the completion of the cycle of cups, the Ten of Cups, the myth of Eros and Psyche. Eros, the god of romantic love, son of Aphrodite and Eros, and Psyche, which is the Greek word for butterfly and soul, because we go through the stages of transformation and all of that. And there is a video in the description box, a YouTube video that I did not make, that does a panel by panel telling of the myth of Eros and Psyche, because it really is a true love tale, considering what she had to go through to get to that Ten of Cups. She had a lot of help along the way, but, you know, she had to go into the underworld to get some rapid wrinkle repair, and, you know, sometimes you can, you know, CVS doesn't have it. What are you going to do? So, very, very powerful. Now, look, I will say, Ten of Cups, like I said, my true love card. This is a hero's journey. I mean, Heracles is the god of heroes. Just is, right? The hero's journey itself. Joseph Campbell yourself into a stupor. If you want to immerse yourself in some archetypal Jungian psychology there. I mean, so many of our movies are based on the hero's journey, right? From Star Wars, just you name it, not to mention all the superhero movies, right? So you're the hero on the journey here, whoever this is for, Aquarian or Crosswatcher. But you're going to have to really look at that Seven of Blades when you get there. Go into stillness, because the mind deals with thoughts, and thoughts are things, but we can identify with those thoughts, right? So there is a little bit of stillness. You are right now really looking at your boundaries, solar plexus, your relationship to yourself in the world, right? Self-empowerment, right? Sense of self. Your what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't, what you will stand for, what you don't. Am I going to be a hero or a villain? That's everybody's choice all day, every day, right? And, you know, it is a journey, right? You don't have to be, you know, Ten of Cups all the time. But I love that you got a true love card here. And with that Seven of Blades on the inner, it can be a little stealthy. There might not be a lot of communication going on here, but I think this is probably more third eye than throat chakra. So, you know, at some point, true love might come, conquer all, heal all wounds, break all curses. That still doesn't mean that you have to immediately act on it, although I think your cups will overflow. Now, is this a romantic read? Could be family, could be friends, could be work environment, right? Could be any of that. None of this absolutely screams it, because look, my mom and I have a true love relationship. We've conquered a lot, we've been through a lot, right? So if we can pull it temporarily out of the romantic schemata, at least until one of these cards hits the table, then we can really say it doesn't matter, because I healed one relationship, they all shift. Please take a nice deep breath. It's just like a video game. Can't level up till you beat the boss on the level. Ready? I love this read. Still point. Higher selves override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and the harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers watching this video and drawn to this reading to navigate the path of true love in the true love timeline for this timeless read. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. See, that's good. That does put this into action, but not necessarily a conversation, right? Although, general reads, you never know what's going to happen. And yes, what you do in the present moment can shift that, but I don't know, this seems like kind of where you want to go with that. Now, yes, the Seven of Swords in traditional tarot is about stealth and a little sneaky. But often it's also about self-preservation, right? So maybe in this Three of Wands you get, no, I'm going to keep my boundaries really clear. If I'm going to communicate honestly, but I'm going to do it, right? Truthful, loving, empowered conversations there, but in a way that allows me to keep my boundaries clear. I think that's important for every relationship, but location. So demonstrate love, right? Sometimes giving people space is the best way to demonstrate love. I got friends, I'm not their spiritual counselor, right? I know they're going through something. I just, look, I am here, but I will not chase you down because I'm a Virgo. Can I help? Annoying, right? So they know, unless they forget, that they can always reach out, but the witch can't go door to door. It doesn't work like that. You gotta come to the witch. Part of the hero's journey in so many stories. So let's get our last card on the table here, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra, the voices of the Ascended Masters of True Love, and they're lovely. Please take a nice deep breath. Well, they would be, right? Still point. See, that's a Seven of Blades moment. One more time. Still point. Ascended Master Override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters of True Love, please, one card in clarity for the perfect, precise healing mantra for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their cross-watchers watching this video. Drawn to this reading, the mantra to help them navigate the path of true love in the true love timeline, making the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions for this timeless true love read. Uncovering confidence. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. In other words, it's not unity if one of us don't show up, right? So confidence. Now, coming from a place of courage and strength, right? Being confident right now about, boundaries are meant to shift and change. I mean, certain ones aren't, right? No forks in the electric socket, right? I learned that one as a kid, and I didn't even actually do it, right? Sometimes you don't have to live through it, right? You can just catch on. So the confidence here, particularly with that Seven of Blades, to really be like, I can do this. I've got this. Because here's the tea. The path of true love is all of us at once, but each one of us has a piece of the puzzle. And if you've ever done like a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, but it's missing one piece, or you can't find it, right? You're emptying out the garbage, unzipping the vacuum bag, turning over couches, right? That's how important you are to this. So again, whether this is romantic or not is kind of a moot point, right? This is about, I have something to do here that really... Do I want to say the salvation of the world? Well, that's a Course in Miracles term for me that way. But the journey's not going to complete unless I show up and do what I got to do. So uncovering confidence. We're afraid of rejection. Who isn't, right? Caroline Mace, MYSS, the PhD, she says that the three controlling fears, and this is important to know, I think. The first one is called the fear of humiliation. And we think that's the fear of failure, but if nobody knows you're going to fail, you're so afraid of it. No, it's about being humiliated. So knowing that humility is the shield against humiliation is a thing. Also the fear of chaos, which is divine order that we don't understand, and the fear of the divine itself, that we will die in the presence, the ego will disappear, which doesn't disappear, it's integrated. So, uncovering confidence. I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. So everybody knows. When confidence is uncovered, you are living from a space of renewed purpose. dreamer in the past. You know your place in the cosmos, and you are an expression of eternal light. We all are, but that's what the hero's journey of the path of true love is about, right? From shadow to light, right? There is no wavering on decisions, boundaries, or second guessing your instincts. And your instincts are probably right on, but instincts are usually lower 3 chakra, not all up here in the head. Maybe why that 7 of blades coming up for you. Confidence allows you the peace of mind to stand tall in your truth and to move forward courageously, knowing anything that comes your way can only inspire the gift of endless expansion. That's a hero's journey. I mean, that's a really good way of phrasing the path of true love journey in and of itself. This mantra is ideal for resolving insecurities, easing personal concerns, and finding true safety in your body and in the world, right? So look, 4 ego wounds: abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss. Everybody's got them. Have you ever yet to meet someone who didn't have all 4, right? Particularly if you live in the Western world, right? So those are the ego wounds. They are the challenges that we have individually, and when people act badly, it's because they are possessed by those wounds and that pain, and we've all been there. This lifetime, other lifetimes, blah, blah, blah. So the confidence to say, this is here just to inspire the expansion of my soul into my body, integrating my ego, giving myself the true love, then I'm doing it for everybody. And then you get, like, you're a member of the Justice League, right? We all are. I'm just Justice League Dark. John Constantine, just for those meetings, they're worth it. God, I wish. I swear, give him a United Kingdom accent, and I'm theirs. All right, we're going to put this together in what's called a blessimation. A blessing and a summation, if you're new, not to insult your intelligence, but if it's your first time, please bless a who. And then we'll talk about, cool stuff if you want to hang out for it. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Please take a nice deep breath. I'm in a good mood today. Still point. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheon of the divine on behalf of the Aquarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to travel the hero's journey of the path of true love, coming from a place of the God of heroes, prepping them for this, giving them the strength and the courage to move forward, and perhaps acting on a dream, a vision, a heart's desire, with all chakras in alignment there to experience true love. Because where they are right now, there are lots of choices, lots of options, lots of desires, lots of arrows of fire, with the goddess of the cauldron and transformation, Ciridwen, so it's a bunch of different ways. That Sagittarius energy, which is also about spirituality and expansion, ruled by Jupiter, Zeus, the gas giant, given all of that air to all of that fire, with the 3 of Wands on the outer. How does this feel? What am I willing to wait for? What am I not? What will I do? What won't I do? And certainly keeping those boundaries clear and clean and in a stable foundation. 3s are stable foundations like a tripod, preparing them for a 7 of blades moment, some stillness, some meditation, maybe sitting in the silence, maybe in mantra, maybe in prayer, meditation, what have they, what you would have for them, with a 10 of cups, the final union of Eros and Psyche here. She is elevated to a goddess, the path of true love, revealing how we go from human to hero to immortal to God goddess as we evolve, as they demonstrate love, finding out what's important to the people they love and acting on it so that they can really uncover their confidence, because they are the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. And maybe that love demonstration is exactly what's written and exactly what someone needs, particularly for the Aquarian and or the Crosswatcher, to experience the love that conquers all, the love that heals all wounds, the love that breaks all curses, ancestral, societal, and otherwise, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. So it is. Very empowering read. Very empowering read, and I love it. If you found it helpful, hit the like button. The thumbs up helps other Aquarians find it. Comment if you like. I do like a good comment section. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, feel free to subscribe, because I'm not stopping. I get a kick out of doing this. And it's just a lot of fun for me, and it gets my work out into the world. And really, the more people who are making more wiser, loving, empowering decisions, it's only going to help all of us, right? But if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. Coolest thing I've ever done in my work, career, and vocation. You can follow us for free. Just put out a bunch of free content for the free followers, but my subscribers get to see them too, obviously, right? You can shop in our store for free. You can follow us. You can do a 7-day free trial as a seeker or human. $3 USD, $5 USD. Jump out the last day if you want. But if you want the discount, which I'm about to talk about, you gotta stay for a month at least and book me within that month. That's only fair, right? And yeah, the majority of my subscribers get the daily check-ins, which I love. I love doing them. They get all the extended readings, part 2s to the part 1s here, as well as they get a significant discount when booking me for spiritual counseling, readings, and all of that stuff. We'll talk about that next. But go check out the store. The audios and the videos have free previews, so you can catch like 2-minute snippets of them. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun, a lot of creativity. And now that all my back catalog is up there, this year I will be making some new stuff there. So click the link, check it out, look at the menu, and come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. You can just call me Mal. Why? Because I'm a missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe too, you aqua lungs, you aquariums. And if you want to book me for one of them, their private sessions, there's a video in the description box that I made for the 25th anniversary when I finally raised my prices after 25 years in Drawing the Circle production. And it is called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Kind of says it all, doesn't it, right? Explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a private session with me, but perhaps we're afraid to ask. What I charge, why I charge it, my boundaries, what I do, what I don't, what I will, what I won't. Talk about 3 of Wands there, right? Whether it's in person, I'm setting up my studio downstairs, my office downstairs to eventually see clients. I'm available at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs, but you call them directly and they book all of that, which is lovely. But I also have been doing predominantly video readings. What we do is a Zoom recording. I send you the link. You join the chat. It's just the 2 of us, right? And we record the whole thing, right? The cards hit the table. When the reading's over, I send the client the video link so they can download it. They notify me they downloaded it, and then I delete it from the cloud. So they are the only ones who have it. They can share what they like, whatever they want. That's free will for you. And I love it. I got clients all over the place, and I'm making really cool friends around the planet. And a lot of Aquarians too, actually. And it's just a lovely feeling, and it's helping me, you know, help everyone into the true love timeline, particularly for a true love read. So thank you so much for watching. I have to say, all you need is a little bit of confidence, little by little by little, and that's what the path of true love does. Any hero's journey does that. So I believe in you. I've always said Aquarians are the superheroes, the freaks, right? The metahumans, the mutants of the zodiac. So you guys keep living outside that box and have at it. I believe in you. You got this. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.